Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to start collecting Warhammer the Horus Heresy, and today we're taking a look at the Dark Angels, and in particular, the Rite of War, the Steel Fist. Now in this video we're going to talk through the special rules for the Steel Fist Rite of War. We'll then take a look at a couple of units we recommend to get started with before looking at some other units to expand upon those first couple of initial purchases. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 1,000 points for you to use, hopefully as some inspiration for starting your own force of the Dark Angels using the Steel Fist Rite of War in Warhammer the Horus Heresy. And so, to begin with, we have the following effects for this particular Rite of War. Legion Predator squadrons may be selected as troops choices for a detachment using this Rite of War. Legion Kratos squadrons may be selected as elite choice for a detachment using this Rite of War. And all units in a detachment using this Rite of War, all made up entirely of models with the infantry unit type, the Iron Wing unit subtype, and with 10 or fewer models, may take a Legion Land Raider Proteus carrier as a dedicated transport, or if they include more than 10, a Legion Land Raider Spartan as a dedicated transport. Now with all Rite of Wars, there are some limitations to gaining all these different bonuses. These will be all units made up entirely of models with the infantry unit type, and a detachment with this Rite of War must begin the battle embarked upon a model with a transport unit subtype that has sufficient capacity to carry them. This, however, may not be a flyer. All units selected as troops, Legion Predator squadrons, and Legion Kratos squadrons in a detachment using this Rite of War must have the Iron Wing unit subtype, one of the many different unit subtypes we need to take for the Dark Angels, and no unit from a detachment with this Rite of War may be assigned to the Deep Strike, Flanking Assault, or Subterranean Assault special rules, and if the primary detachment of this army is using the Rite of War, the army's warlord must have the Iron Wing unit subtype or be the Lion himself. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so, where to get started? I mean, the first thing you're going to need to pick up for this force is a Praetor. When using Rites of War, you will need a Praetor or someone with the Master of the Legion special rule so that you can take the different Rites of War. A Consul as a Delegatus is another good option, but I think the Praetor is perfectly fine in here. He's going to give you a solid character. Now, he is going to be decently fighty. You've got this amazing Dark Angels miniature here, and I do recommend picking up one that is in just the regular power armor. This is because you can put this model in a Demos Command Rhino. These are a special type of Rhino that has a geolocator being in a command Vox array on them as well, and they do have the support squad rule, so they can't be your main sort of option. You can have pintle-mounted weapons on them. They've got things like a hull-mounted hunter-killer missile, searchlights and dozer blade, and a Vox disruptor array options for them as well. And a transport capacity of 6 is nice. This will allow you just to protect this Praetor, keep him mounted as well inside a unit, which he has to be as per the Rite of War. And so, one of the other cool things we're going to get with the Demos Command Rhino is obviously these special rules. So first of all, we have the Command Vox Relay, which while friendly units with an 18-inch, so long as the character here, or a character, is inside your Demos Command Rhino, you can use their leadership as long as they have the same Legionis Astartes rule, or if they include a Nuncio Vox, if that isn't apparent. You can also re-roll any rolls to determine when reserves come in as well, thanks to the geolocator beacon. This is just another cool little addition. Now, we don't have many reserves in the plans for this list, but there are certain scenarios where it will become apparent for you to need to use this. And for me, it really does fit just the entire theme of having this all-mounted force, having a command sort of bunker for your character leading the force, I think is awesome. Now, looking at where to go next, we definitely do need some bodies within the force, so a tactical squad in a Rhino is a really good shout for something to just give us that extra little bit of punch for the force. Now, we obviously can equip our tactical squads in a variety of different ways, but really they are going to be in this force to be our objective holders. A Rhino means we meet the requirements for the Rite of War to have the unit in a transport, and you know, we can just have a nice fun unit and some bodies on the table, and of course you still get to paint some Marines, which I think is nice. And if you wanted to, your character can maybe go hang out near them, and also makes the character and the Demos Pattern Rhinos rules have someone to work on. And so then we have the Predator Squadrons. These become troops in this particular Rite of War. Front armor 13, side 12, and rear armor 10 with 3 hull points each. They can have a variety of different weaponry. Standard, they'll have your Predator Cannon, which is a nice sort of mid to low heavy range gun. It's got 2 sponsor-mounted heavy bolters, which are great for sort of heavy infantry, Space Marines in particular. And you've got the options for so many different weapons. You can have turret-mounted flamestorm cannons, plasma destroyers, heavy conversion beamers, Magnum melters, Volkite macro sakers, a ton of different weaponry on the top. But for me, the most important upgrade to put on your vehicles is a dozer blade at all times. This helps you with your difficult terrain tests. Now, joining this, we then have the Kratos Heavy Assault Tank. This has a front, side, and rear armor of 14 with far off hull points. Has a awesome Kratos battle cannon with AP and heavy shells as well. You've got a coaxial mounted auto cannon. You've got a few heavy bolters on it as well, both for the front on both its sides of its hull, and you've also got 2 sponsors for them as well. These can all be upgraded into a variety of different weapons, so you can exchange any of those heavy bolters for Volkite calibers, or 2 cannons, or mounted las cannons as well. You can also have a couple of different options like the Melter Blast Gun or Volkite Chardonnay on the top as its main gun as well. And so here we have our sample armor list for the Dark Angels. Now, of course, we are playing in the Rite of War for the Dark Angels here, which is going to be the Iron Fist. I mean, that's what the video is all about. And so we then have gone for our Damocles Command Rhino. Everything here is in Iron Wing. What Iron Wing is going to give us is all models in the unit under the effects of this hexagonation unit subtype may reroll failed hit rolls of 1 when targeting enemy units with a vehicle. Additionally, a model with this unit subtype and the vehicle unit subtype makes all snapshots a BS2. It's pretty cool. Now, we then have our Praetor, who's obviously from the Iron Wing, and the Essential of the Keys rule. Now, a warlord with a strength must select one faction, e.g. Demons of the Runestorm, Legion, Astartes X, etc. Once per battle, the controlling player's turn, you can say this turn will be decisive, and you'll get a bonus to your weapon skill and ballistic skill of +1 against that unit. You also get an additional reaction in the assault phase. Now, we then have a Kratos Squadron consisting of a single Kratos with just a Dozer Blade upgrade. We then have 2 Predators in there, both with Dozer Blades, and a Tactics Squad in a Rhino, which has a Dozer Blade and Heavy Flamer, rounding us out to a perfect 1,000 points. If you've got some ideas on how you'd build up your own force of the Dark Angels using the Rite of War for the Steel Fist, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment down below letting us know what you thought about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. You can use one of our affiliate links to Gap Games or Element Games if you're in Australia or the United Kingdom, or you can subscribe to our YouTube members or Patreon, or grab some merch from our merch stores on Teespring or Ko-fi. All the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons: Broken Chef, Andy C, Grimskull, Colorblind Magic, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Outer and Shot First, Kenny Lowell, and Soren. And to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all once again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.